Hi guys, in previous video we have seen how we can retrieve document from a collection in 3 different ways, and in this video we will see how we can update a particular document inside a collection in a cloud firestore database. So let's get started. So here in the right side of the window you can see we have previously built this, in which we have seen all the document present inside a collection called user, and now the user wants to update the email of a particular document, and then the user clicks on a document where he wants to get updated, and now he types the new email and use the two methods. So basically we can update a document using two different methods. So we will see all these two different methods. First one is set method and second one is update method. They have a different functionalities. We will discuss these later. And he choose the method he want to get updated, and then he click on update now. And when he click on update now, using these two method he chooses, we will update the document like the function the method performs. Okay, so let's see how we can do this. So first of all, when a user taps on a list tile like this, then on the on tap of this list tile I called the show model bottom sheet to show this widget, and then inside this I asked for the email because I want to update the email. You can update anything or you want. So now I have created a form field for getting the method you want to get updated, and then when the user types all these and selects the method and then he clicks update now, we will simply check whether the email he provided is right or not, and whether he selected the method or not. If it is not selected, we will simply return, and when it is selected, we will shut down this show model bottom sheet and show the new model bottom sheet, which will show the progress of our updation. Okay, so now let's come inside this, and I will cut this, and instead of this I will return a future builder because our updation should be a future, so that's why I will return the future builder, and then it will return the context and the snapshot. And after this, what I will do, I will simply return the progress like this, and make sure you added the comma here, and rest will be the same. Okay, so now if our data is updated successfully, that if snapshot dot has data, that is our data is updated, so we will simply return the progress or successful widget. So when our snapshot dot has data, that is our data is updated successfully, we will simply return the success widget. So we will call the success2 that I have already created. Inside this widget I will pass the title, so updation successful is the title, and it will ask me for the description, so I will also provide the description. We have successfully updated the document for you. Now we are done, and let's see how it works. So before moving on to the working part, first we will provide the future of this feature builder. So I will simply call the feature, and then I will create a function inside my authentication class. Here it is, and I will create a function called update document, and inside this I will ask for the ID of the document where you want to update, and I will call it ID, and it should be a sync because it is a future, and I will call now I will call firestore dot instance dot then collection, and then I will pass the reference of the collection where the document is present. So I will use the users collection because my document is present inside this user collection, and then I will call the document and I will pass the ID, and then I will call the update. Okay, and after this update function will take the map. So I will also ask for the map. So I will ask for the map string and then dynamic updated val. Okay, and I will use this update val map to update the data inside a particular document. So now this update function will update the updated value. Okay, so I will also check what type of method the user wants to take. He wants to choose to update the data. So I will check. So I will use string method, and then I will check if method dot equals method dot equal to set method. If it is set method, then we will use the set method function, and otherwise we will use the update method function. We will simply return. So now what I will do, I will check if method equal to set. We will use Firebase, firestore, and so rest will be the same. So we will copy this all thing, and instead of update we will use set. That's it. So this will be the full functionality. So this will be the code for updating a document with two different methods, update and set. So now when the set method is done, first we will check then if then null, then we will simply return null. Otherwise, if any error happens, we will simply call the error, and then we will return. Then what we will do, we will create, if any error happens, if our data got successfully updated, we will simply return null, or if any error happens, first we will create a boolean variable to check whether any error happened or not. So I will create a boolean variable bool, and is error occurred. I will call it is error occurred, and I will call it false. And when the data got updated successfully, I will leave it same, is error occurred equal to false. And when the data is not updated successful, I will call is error occurred equal to true. And using this we will check if using this we will simply return future. So we will simply check if is error occurred is true, that is it got a error. We will simply return future dot val error, and we will simply return is error occurred. Okay, and if it is not an error, we will simply return the value is error occurred. Okay, so if it is not error, it will return false, and if it is error, it will return true. Okay, so here it will be the same. So then in the update, then we will choose then function, then we will call then function, and then I will use is error occurred equal to false. And if any error occurred, we will simply return we will simply call is error occurred equal to true. And now we will copy this and then we will paste it here like this. So our future should be the type of boolean, so we will call it boolean because we are returning boolean, so that's why the future should be a boolean. So this is the whole procedure to update a function with two different methods, set and update. So let's check one by one and their functionalities. So inside the future builder, I will call this update document method. So what I will do, I will call authentic, so my update document method is our authentication class, so that I will call authentication instance dot update document, and then I will provide the ID. So our ID is getting when the user taps on it. So I will call snap dot data dot docs dot element at index dot id. So how I am getting this ID? I am getting this ID from a list from above that we have rendered this list view. So from here I am getting this ID, that is here, this is snap, I am getting the ID, and the ID is present inside the list query document snapshot. So the ID is I am getting from here. Okay, so I am calling this snap, then the data, that is will return the list query document snapshot that used to render the list view, and then I call the element at, and after that ID. Okay, and the update val should be the type of map, and I am updating the email, so I will provide the email, and the email should come from the email dot text editing controller, and the method should come from selected method string that I have created. When the user clicks in this, it will get updated inside this. This will be the type of a string that I have created, and I am updating this string directly when the user changed the drop down menu item. On the onChanged, I am updating this selected method string. Okay, and now I am passing this selected method inside this update document method. Okay, like this, like this. Okay, so now we are done. So let's check whether it is working or not. So I will update the Vishal, and then I will provide Vishal @email.com. Sorry, I will update the Vishal. So here it is Vishal @email.com, and currently it is ask@email.com, and I will use update method here to update the document. So when I click on update now, it will close and update. So let's check our updation is successful or not. So here you can see Vishal @email.com is successfully updated, and let's also check whether it is reflected inside this or not. So I will go back, and then I will click on continue, and see here it is updated. So in this way we can update the document or field inside a document using update method. So let's check how we can update a document using a set method, and what is different between update and set. So now I will update this Vikas, and I will type the email as vikas@24e.com. Okay, so now here it is 21e.com is the email, and I am using the set method, and when I click on update now, you will going to see that, let's refresh it, and then so let's get inside the Vikas. You can see there is no data available, the name is not available. but here the name is available. So the set method will do what will set method will do. Basically, set method will delete the previous entered field and replaces with the new entered field. Here I only provided the email. That's why the email is updated. That's why email is available, and rest the data is now deleted. So this will be the so when I go back and load the screen, it will cause the error because the name is not present and I am asking for the name. So what I will do, I will delete this document, or I will provide the name. First of all, name and Vikas, and then I will add. And now when I go back, it will be same. It will be nothing be changed here. So when I click on continue, and the rest will be the same. So let's check again whether what is the difference between update and set. So I am updating this. So it is currently containing 4 fields. So what I will do, I will update with a new email, vishal@21e.com. Okay, so here it is. So when I click on update, so I will choose the set method, and when I click on update now, so you can see everything is deleted except email, and email got updated. So this is the difference between set and update. If you want to delete the previous entries and with a new entry, then use set method. And if you don't want to delete the previous field, instead you want to update a single field, then use update method. But there is a trick you can also use. If you want to use set method instead of update method, and you want to work set method as a update method, then what you have to do is to come inside the set method that you have called, and here it is, and just provide options, and just provide the set options, and inside this set options provide merge true, and then it will work as same as update work. Okay, so this is the trick. If you want to use set as a update, then provide the set option and merge equal to true. Merge will be true. So in this way you can update the document inside a collection. And for updating a document, you must care that you have the ID of a particular document. You cannot update any document you want. If you don't know the ID of a particular document, I have already created the video how to access a document when you don't know the ID. In the video that I have talked about how to access the data inside a collection. So I will attach the link of that video as well. So in that video I have discussed about 3 ways to retrieve the data. In the second way, I have talked about how to get the document when you don't know the ID. So in this way you can update the document inside a collection using 2 different methods, that is set and update. And in the next video we will see how we can delete a document inside a collection. So till then, subscribe to this channel and make sure you give like and share this video so that the YouTube will recommend me more. And please help us reach 500 subscribers, and thanks for watching.